This man is hunting for an aphrodisiac that some people have called a natural Viagra. It only forms at high altitudes, like here in the Himalayas. One misstep and the drop is 15,000 feet. People across South Asia have taken Shilajit for centuries to improve libido and to treat infertility.
शिलाजीत की जो आज तक मेजर मार्केटिंग हुई है वो एज ए टेस्टोस्टेरोन बूस्टर हुई है.
Now, people are paying hundreds of dollars to get their hands on it. But while it's soaring in popularity around the world, so are the fakes.
लोग तो कभी-कभी ऐसे लोगों को ठगा लेते हैं कि शिलाजीत है ये है वो, कोई लोग नकली भी बेच लेते हैं.
So is Shilajit really a miracle product? And is the risk of finding it worth the hype? The valley of Padar is one of the most remote regions in Jammu and Kashmir. And Manohar Lal is the only one in his small village who dares to harvest Shilajit.
हमारे गांव का कोई बंदा इस पहाड़ी में जाना नहीं चाहता, बोले ये डेंजरस काम है.
Today, he's heading out with his son Lakshmi and their friend Aditya. The journey to the Pir Panjal range in the lower Himalayas will take them about 2 to 3 days.
जब पहले गए थे डर तो बड़ा डेंजरस वाला रास्ता था, डर तो लग ही जाता है.
जंगलों में तो भालू भी होता है, रीछ भी होता है, तो थोड़ा देख के जाना पड़ता है.
They're going to climb up 12,000 feet. That's the height at which Shilajit forms in the Himalayas. It's also found in Russia, Tibet, and even the north of Chile. After 10 hours of hiking, the men spot some deposits. But they're sitting on a steep rock wall, and the only way of getting there is climbing. Now, Manohar is on his own. He uses nothing but his own body for support. It's mind over matter, walking on the edge at 12,000 feet.
डेंजर से आस्ते-आस्ते से जाना पड़ता, देख के जाना पड़ता है. अगर कहीं फिसल गए तो मर भी सकते हैं, गिर जाते हैं.
Finally, he reaches the Black Shilajit rocks. It's hard like cement, so he needs a chisel to break it off. They're found in the cracks and crevices of mountains where rain and snow can't get in.
ये समझो पत्थर की चर्बी.
It forms when microorganisms decompose certain plants over centuries. What's left behind is Shilajit.
मान लो जिस तरह गाय का मूत्र की खुशबू होती है, इस तरह शिलाजीत की भी खुशबू होती है. शक के भी पता चलता है कि शिलाजीत है. ये कड़वी होती है.
Manohar usually extracts it in spring and then again in fall before the snow can get to it.
पुरख जो बोलते हैं कि गर्मी में सांप होते हैं, शिलाजीत को ये चाटते हैं, इसको काफ़ी पसंद करते हैं, इसलिए इसको गर्मी में नहीं जाते हैं.
After collecting about 500 grams, they call it a day and set up a camp to stay overnight.
Everybody is trying to be healthy and eat good food. तो उसकी वजह से लोग चाहते तो हैं उनको शिलाजीत मिले.
Shilajit has its roots in Ayurvedic medicine, which originated in India over 3,000 years ago. It's a traditional healing system that uses natural products, and ancient texts talk about its healing powers. But Shilajit can't be eaten in its raw form, so Manohar first cooks the rocks. They dissolve in boiling water. He filters out sand and other impurities.
हम इसकी फिल्ट्रेशन करते हैं अराउंड कई बार 2 बार, कई बार 4 या 5 बार भी करनी पड़ती है, जब तक हमारे को दिखे कि कोई भी इम्प्योरिटीज़ जो हैं वो उसमें नहीं रह गई हैं।
Here in Kashmir, they have a unique recipe for it.
पुराने शास्त्रों में भी लिखा है और पुराने ट्रेडिशनली जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में इसी तरह से शिलाजीत बनाते हैं कि उसमें थोड़ा सा गौमूत्र, थोड़ा सा देसी घी, थोड़ा सा गंगा जल और थोड़ा सा शहद डालते हैं।
The remaining mixture gets sticky as it hardens, forming an edible shilajit paste. Research in shilajit is limited, but Ayurvedic experts say that it is rich in metallic compounds, minerals, and nutrients. And it's especially effective for treating infertility.
They did find that the sperm count increased. They also saw an increase in testosterone levels, as well as things like energy, muscle growth, not just in men, but also in women.
It also contains fulvic acid, which is said to boost immunity and reduce inflammation.
इसको खाने से 10-15 दिन के बाद लोगों को आराम आता है।
And some studies show that Shilajit could help treat cognitive disorders.
With Alzheimer's, it's been shown to decrease the accumulation of the tau protein. And the tau protein is the protein that accumulates increased plaques in the brain and leads to Alzheimer's.
Like most dietary supplements, Shilajit is not regulated by the FDA. And there are tons of fake products on the market. So Aditya Sumbriya ensures that his products are the real thing by going along with Manohar on the hunt.
स्केर्सिटी है इसकी, बहुत रेयर है, बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट है इसको ढूंढना, तो उसकी वजह से मतलब मैक्सिमम लोगों को ओरिजिनल चीज़ नहीं मिल पाती है।
The fakes usually come in powder form and may be adulterated with coal and fertilizers. Others contain a mineral wax called azocarite, which looks like Shilajit but has no medicinal value. The most potent kind of Shilajit is said to contain traces of gold. But it's very rare and expensive, selling for about $60 for just 2.5 teaspoons. The overall market for infertility supplements like Shilajit is also booming. It's expected to reach $3 million by 2030. Still, some places like Whole Foods have banned Shilajit altogether.
It's like from the earth, the risk of it having the heavy metals or the mycotoxins may be greater than other herbs, and perhaps there were some, adverse effects when they weren't purified properly.
That's why experts say it's best to check the product's authenticity by asking for a certificate of analysis.
And usually this document is a simple document. It's just what they've done to make sure that what you are purchasing is what it is, in fact. And the second piece of it is also just looking at what testing have they done.
Manohar's wife fears for him every time he goes on these hikes.
उधर बाहरी में देखते हैं थोड़ी मिलती है मदद, थोड़ी खेती बाड़ी बस, और क्या है इधर पेट भरने के लिए है।
Farming is impossible during the harsh winters, so the extra income from Shilajit really helps them get by.
पता नहीं पापा कैसे चलते हैं, लेकिन हाँ इतना पता है पापा रिस्क में ये वो उठा लेते हैं, क्योंकि हमें स्कूल मतलब फीस ये वो सब कुछ है तो उन्हें करना ही होता है।
Shilajit is part of the family's daily diet too. Manohar boils milk and adds it in.
एक बार मेरा ये फ्रैक्चर हो गया था पाँव, उस टाइम पर मैंने कोई 100 ग्राम खाया था। मैक्सिमम मेरे ख्याल में कोई 50% इससे फर्क लगा, नहीं तो मुझे लाठी के सहारे चलना पड़ता था।
For him, using Shilajit is a tradition that goes back generations.
पहले मैंने अपने दादाजी से सुना था, वो तकरीबन छोटा था मैं, तो सटोरी लगा देते हैं, ऐसे ऐसे पहाड़ी में शिलाजीत होता है।
Now, he's happy to say he's continuing that legacy.